Hello there, Sherman, Leave a Legacy, focusing my conversation, this video, on the third law from the book, the Irrefutable 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. This one, number 3, is focusing on the law of process. This is the idea that you don't become an overnight success. You don't become a leader immediately. That typically you've gone through some kind of process of learning out who you are, what you don't know. You've figured out that you need to learn certain things, you need to experience certain things. You've probably had struggles or failures. You probably had to fire individuals, had that tough conversation. You might have had to coach someone up to get more out of them when they weren't delivering what they said they were going to do. At the same time, this kind of comes to the concept that there is really people aren't self-made, self-made men, or not self-made women, that over time they're honed. You often hear about immigrants that when they come to the United States, they all of a sudden become extremely successful entrepreneurs. But if you look at where that is all seated in, you look at their parents and how they were raised to be able to value hard work, and then the child that grew up with this amazing work ethic, but yet then had the ability and the freedom to be able to grow a business, literally just blossomed in beauty. At the same time, you'll see that many times there's a lot of struggle that goes into becoming that leader that someone wants to become, whether it's through traditional education or moving up some kind of corporate ladder, or they go on their own and become an entrepreneur. And then so there's a lot of real life learning through experiences, through engaging, through conversations, through many meetings. And then oftentimes in that struggle, or I like to call it the crucible of defeat, that's where someone rises from the ashes and becomes exactly what they want to be. And so I think oftentimes this process is about recognizing who you are, where you are in that leadership process, and then what gaps are you missing to take yourself to that next level. Jim Collin refers to it being a level 5 leader. Obviously here in this book talks about 21 irrefutable laws. So there's this constant need to get better. And so with the law of process, it's putting different steps in place to be able to get yourself to that leadership role that you ultimately want to be in. The interesting thing about it is most leaders, even when they get to that role and they have that influence and they have that ability to lead others and pull out the potential of others, they might not necessarily see themselves as the leader that they want to become, because there's still more to be done. There's still room to grow. And that's the beauty of being a leader, is that you recognize that there's other phenomenal leaders out there doing some great things, and based on your business or based on your company, you're leading them to that next evolution. Question that I have for you: where are you at in your process of developing as a leader, and what specifically do you need to do to get to that next step? Have a fantastic day.